guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I'm looking a little crank today. Today is actually going to be my last Halloween video of 2018. Hello guys, so I know I said in the beginning it might be a talkover. Guess what? It is. I was talking way too much. I was not going fast enough and it was 30 minutes long and we ain't got time for that, okay? So what I'm doing here is taking some white face paint that you get at the Halloween store, craft store, anywhere they have Halloween stuff, and I am just marking out where I want the skeleton makeup to start. There is a ton of reference pictures you can get off Pinterest, Google. There's a lot of videos on YouTube, but you should probably watch mine. I'm just taking a thinner brush here and just doing 2 points on my nose. Sorry I'm talking loud, I feel like I always do. But anyways, just doing 2 points on the top of my nose because skeletons looks always have a pointed top of their nose. So if you look at a real skeleton, they just look like 2 points, even though it's the hole where your nostril would be. So I'm just taking that brush and just tracing out, make sure the lines are nice and smooth, and then I will drag the lines down to my chin, like a chin strap, and then fill everything in with white face paint, which you will see in a second. So here you see I'm going to fill in the rest of my face, well, this portion of my face with the white face paint, and I'm trying to make a little bit go a long way because it makes it easy to go back and do a second coat because these paints, they react to oil in your skin, so it will start to separate. So I find if I did a thin layer and then I go back with a second one, it won't come up as much. And also you don't want it too white because I feel like if you have a lot of white face paint on, it just feels like very cakey, and it's kind of like the white face paint your mom used to do where she would just like cake it on. So this gives it like a little more professional look, and then when we go to highlight and shade, it just looks more put together, in my opinion. But here I am just filling in everything else. Make sure you get your lips really, really good because that is going to be where our teeth sit. So you want white face paint all over your lips. Be very, very opaque, which, means, very, just look up what opaque means. But yeah, that's where our teeth are going to be. Very vibrant, kind of what it means. Very, lots of color. That makes sense, I don't know. Kind of going to leave my nose alone. Gonna add like a little bit of white face paint, but we're gonna go over it in black face paint, so don't need too much on there. And again, just going over your lips and around the nose because that is where our teeth are going to sit. And you want your teeth to pop so it looks 3D. So right here, I'm just going over the second layer of white face paint just to make sure that it is all even color. I cannot stress that enough. It's not foundation, so it's not going to blend. You can't use a beauty sponge with this. I tried it before, and it was like no bueno. But all I'm saying is make sure it's nice and even. Work in small sections because this face paint dries faster than a mother, okay? I couldn't spread this one layer all over my face because it was just like, no bitch, we're cheap, and we don't do that shit. So here I am just working the small sections, making sure it's all one even color. I can't stress that enough. Make sure it's all even because it'll work in the benefit for you in the end. Okay. So right here I'm taking a thin paintbrush. I actually cut the bristles off this to make it really thin and small. And I'm just drawing lines from the corner of my mouth out to wherever I want my teeth to stop. I kind of try to make it stop where my actual teeth do. And then after this, you'll see I will draw in the jawbones where the two meet. Here's one. Here's the top jaw part, and there's the bottom. And you can draw this any which way, shape, or form you want to. You could just do like a big Y, you could do a star, a triangle, a dog, whatever you want to do. It's your skull look, it's however you want. But this is just how I always draw my skulls. I've done this for like 4 years. Every Halloween I always do this. I don't record it. Cool. And then you'll see me going in and just blending the back part in. I go in later on and darken it, but for right now, just coloring that in. And then I'm just going over the points. Right now, I'm just outlining my nose. I'll fill it in later, but I'm just going over the points. And what I did here is I did the black points on the nose lower than the white part because I just feel like it gives it a, I don't know, it just really looks cooler when the white above it is still shown. It just gives like a highlighter look. I don't know, I just really like that for some reason. And then you're going to see me go under my eyes a little bit and just do lines on the curves, just to give it, you'll see. But right now I'm doing the lines of the teeth. Sometimes I get ahead of myself in these voiceovers, you know what I'm saying? So right here, I'm just doing the lines of my teeth. The first line I do is exactly where the line in between my two front teeth start, and then I work from there. You can make these as big as you want, as small as you want. The smaller you make them, the harder they are to do. But I do recommend making them like a medium size because there were a couple that I made like pretty big, and I ended up splitting them in half because they do look goofy. But we were going to go over these lines and kind of like curve them and turn them into real shape teeth, if that makes sense. But again, we're keeping the white in between white. So try not to smudge it. Try to keep it nice and clean because these are your teethers. You want them white, even after you're dead. And right here is when I'm going to start curving in the teeth. Basically, I'm going over the same line, but at the bottom, I'm kind of curving it to where it touches the black line, if that makes sense. Basically, on the top part, make a teardrop almost effect, just maybe a little open at the top, and then the bottom do an upside down teardrop. That's the best way I can explain it. But just make like your teardrop like lines a little wiggly so they look like imperfections in your teeth. That's the best way I can explain it. Here's how my teeth look now. I just kind of like showed you guys how I did a couple teeth and then I took a little, not a break, but I just didn't want to bore you guys to all the teeth. So they all look like imperfected teardrops, in my opinion. Then I'm going on that line again and I'm just thickening it so this way you can't see any of the little, I don't know, I guess other lines. This just kind of makes the teeth really come together and pop out with that black line there. So I just keep going back and forth until I get the desired need that I want. And after this, we're going to work on the under eye area. So here I'm just doing a line, and it's going to be thicker in the middle and then tapered off to be thinner once it gets close to my hairline. This just gives it like a 3D kind of popping effect, and I don't know, it just kind of like brings everything forward but also sunken in at the same time. I love how this looks. I don't want the whole thing to be outlined because I think it looks too like fake, and I don't know, this literally just, I really think helped make the look because I don't know. I was pretty impressed with myself. I was like, damn girl, get it. Um, and then you can just do some shadowing underneath, just to leave a space of white in between. I'm going to color in the nose right now. You can, again, do a thin layer and then go back later and fill it in because you have a lot of oils in your nose, and the oils eat away at this paint. And it's kind of gross because it just shows how much oil you have in your skin. It ain't cute. It ain't cute. Eventually you'll see me go underneath those lines, underneath my eyes again, but leaving a white space in between. I'm just telling you this now because, you know, voiceovers probably are boring you. But by leaving a space in between anything you want to highlight, it just helps it bring it forward. Like later on in the video, I will do cracks on my chin, and then next to it I will do a lighter black in the same exact shape, but leaving a space of white in between, and it kind of just helps it bring it forward and look more 3D. Taking some black paint now and just filling in my jawline and making it darker closer to my hairline, and then fading it out towards my teeth just to give it, again, a real kind of effect. I don't know. I just think when everything looks blended, it just looks more realistic, because bones are not all black and white. They have like grays and faded and imperfections, and basically you can make your skull look any way you want. Like you could turn this into anything you want. A cat, a dog, emoji, a tree, a piece of broccoli, whatever. So right here I am just, sorry guys, I didn't know I was recording. Right here I am just filling in any of the other black lines, just making them darker, and just fading things out more. And then I'm just going over the black lines on the teeth just to make them pop, because if you have something really white and something really dark, the white is just going to pop instead of the black. Now going on to the chin, these are the cracks I was talking about. I'm going to draw these chins. Don't need to draw them, I already have a bunch. I'm going to draw these cracks, and then after I draw them with black face paint, I'm going to take a black shadow and I'm going to draw the same exact shape of the crack right next to it, but leaving a space of white in between just to give it a highlighted effect. Does that make sense? Just watch me. And I'm also doing the same thing underneath my eyes right here. I am doing the same exact shape, but I'm leaving a space of white in between and just going under and still doing that tapered effect when we get to close to the nose and close to the hairline, just to give it a highlighted effect. And then, yeah, see how it just gives it like dimension and detail, and ugh, it's so cool. And then I'm just taking some more, some black shadow and black face paint and just setting my nose. And here I am shading the cracks. And guys, we're almost done. This was like the last step I did to this look. It looks like it's hard, but it's really, really not. Once you get like the basic lines drawn out, you're done, boy. You were done. That's it. Look at her. She's done. So I'm just taking that black face paint and going over the original cracks I drew, because I want them to pop more with the shading. And then that's the last step. I promise. Now she's done. And I think that is pretty much it. You can add more stuff if you want. You can add lines, you can add more cracks. I think what I might do, you can add more white on the teeth if you wanted to. I think what I might do is I might add the same glitter I have on my eyes to the teeth, but I might do that on Saturday for my party. I wasn't on this video, but the last skeleton or skull look that I did, skeleton skull look, I don't know what I just said. Look, I had red glitter on, so I just wanted to do just like glitter on the eyes and just really make this like a glam but still Halloween look. Like, you know, your eyes look awesome, but then, you know, I do recommend, I probably darken my brows just because like you need them like to just stand out. If you don't know what to wear with this outfit, they sell skeleton shirts literally everywhere, like Five Below, Walmart. And then if you just want to buy like a top hat, or you can do, you can put a rose headband on. You can kind of be like a Day of the Dead kind of skull. If you want to turn this into an actual Day of the Dead skull, you can just draw like some flowers around your face. You can literally make it whatever you want, and no one's going to question what you are, because they're going to see the skull and be like, oh, you're a skeleton. So, that's about it. Sad to say, this probably is my last, video for Halloween, and I'm sad, but I don't do my last one. But I also can't think of anything else. My problem is I have a ton of ideas. I have a ton. My friend asked me to do her Halloween makeup. And if you're watching, I love you. She her son's being a scarecrow, so she is going to be a mama scarecrow and wants me to do her makeup and it's my picture, and it's really cute, and I kind of just want to do it for like a video, just for like a simple, like a mom, you know, a mom in a rush, or if you have a party to go to and it's nice, all you need is like some orange and some black and boom, you're good to go. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a happy and safe Halloween. I kind of want his off, but I have to go cook dinner upstairs, and I'm gonna scare my father-in-law. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and like I said, have a safe and happy Halloween, and get lots of candy. And there's apparently like a thing going around where you can't be over 12 to go trick-or-treating. This bitch is getting candy, okay? Look at me. I went through all this work. I need a Kit Kat, okay? I need a motherfucking Kit Kat. Wow, I'm being way too weird in this video. Okay, guys. Bye. Till the next one.